AITA for ending my friendship with my friend for getting pregnant by a married man? I, 34F, became friends with Melissa, 32F, in 2013 during grad school. We were friends up until 3-ish years ago. So Melissa grew up very sheltered, always had a lot of drama going on and had a messy romantic life. She would date guys that were objectively terrible partners but would always try to make it work. It was annoying, but overall we were good friends. I became pregnant with my son in 2018 and one of our mutual friends became pregnant around the same time, and I think she really struggled with it. She would make comments like, "I want a baby so I will be fulfilled," and about how she just wanted to get pregnant. She started having an affair with an older married man that lasted approximate 3 to 6 months. He cut it off, but from comments she was making at the time, I was concerned she was going to try and secretly get pregnant by him. That was strike 1. Strike 2 was she started having an affair with an ex-BF who also was married and his wife had just had a baby. One night they went out drinking, he was driving her car and ended up hitting a light post. They ditched the car and called an Uber. She didn't want him to get in trouble because he had a previous DUI, and she was basically talking about committing insurance fraud and talking about potentially claiming that the car was stolen. She even asked me if I would be her alibi. I said absolutely not and that she should not do any of that. Strike 3, she became pregnant with her married ex. Her and her ex concocted some ridiculous story that he just donated his sperm so she could have a baby, to tell his wife. TBH, I don't even know how that went over because I stopped talking to her after that. I had already been upset about her continuous affairs with married men with children, and drunk driving, that after this I couldn't take it anymore and I ended the friendship. A mutual friend totally understood and was supportive, but another mutual friend had told me that I should be there to support her while she's pregnant because she basically didn't have anyone else. Needless to say, we had no contact until recently, where she contacted me on social media. It looks like her daughter is around 2 to 3 years old. Anyway, I've always wondered if I was the jerk for abandoning my pregnant friend who was obviously struggling with her mental health. I did feel some guilt because despite all her personal issues, she actually was a good friend to me. I could call her anytime to talk about a problem and she was always willing to listen, and she was never judgmental. TBH, I do miss our friendship at times. Also, I would talk to her about getting therapy, and she tried therapy for a few months, but then stopped going. I knew she was unhappy with her life, but I wasn't sure how to help.